think the first time I played, I actually stopped at this door, thinking it wouldn't open because of that notice. Aha! You can get away from me, wandering nightmare. I need those shards. Down the rabbit hole we go. Hunter's torch would also be useful. Eat pebble. It's actually amazing that this game is still, well, it's not amazing, but like I always feel very impressed to see that the game is still fairly populated with like ghostly images and phantoms and messages. Because you can go play Dark Souls 1 at this point and you'll find it's like, it's almost Demon Souls levels of dead. But yeah, there's still some life in this game. Dark Souls 2 has some life in it too, but I feel like it probably earned it because there were a lot of people who were into the PvP scene for Dark Souls 2. And it was on PC, and I have the PC version, so I wouldn't expect people to suddenly disappear from that. I bet the console version is not doing so well, because people will probably have moved on from their PlayStation 3s by now, by and large. There was an item up there that I didn't get, did I? Yeah, that's weird. But I doubt it's anything that good, so...
You there?
Yes, yes, yes. The hunter will face the hunt. Maybe you should face the hunt, Jura. I'm still annoyed that I can't get your armor without murdering you. I feel like that was a huge oversight on the part of the developers. It's like one of the few armor sets that you can't get through a quote-unquote peaceful means. I mean, I can get every other part of Jura's stuff by befriending him. Why is his armor so damn exclusive that I have to resort to killing him? It should just be available for purchase with the powder keg badge. But instead I have to murder him and go to the inside shop. Why is that? Worse yet, I don't even think it looks that good myself. Some people like it, and, you know, not one to judge, but I don't really like wearing it, but it has really, really high frenzy resist. So you're making it really hard for me to not murder you, Jura. Thankfully, frenzy resist runes are probably far more effective than any frenzy armor could be, so I can resist the urge to kill you. It's just very annoying that you make it difficult. Here we go.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless. Half-cut blood.
Oh, land on my head, would you? Yeah, let's dance around a little bit. Smack, 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 and down. Good. Which is why I must stop you. Well, go right ahead, Jura. Mind you, he's probably got the right of most of it. I will point out you just murdered one of your, the guys you were trying to protect there. Wasn't just a little murder either, that was death by burning. Oh, that guy is out. Not really aggro to me though, so that's good. Nope. Really should just beat you down at this point, but that works too. Blood Tim's gems. Yaddy-da. Yeah, there really is something very, very tempting about just murdering him right now while I got the chance. And not in an honorable way, like in a cheap way. This is quite a situation though. Ah, damn it, I'm stuck. Because of course I am. Yeah, you know what? I don't normally do this, but I think the path of maximum profit might actually be the way to go here. We'll see if I can pull it off the way I'm supposed to. Like I said, it's not normally something I do, so... Hilariously, the PlayStation recording had decided it had also had enough of Jura at that point. But, yeah, we're good. Powder keg badge. I guess I miss out on a gesture for doing it this way, but... like, you know... I don't think I'm going to miss the gesture that much. Particularly if I would have had to murder him anyway for the benefits. There's just a whole bunch of general unpleasantness that is attached to doing it that way, so... Now, I know for a fact that there isn't anything that good in this building. That, at least not downstairs or in the corridors. A lot of the times when I play this game, I'm like, I can't remember, is there anything good in this place? And I go search everywhere. And I still can't remember, but one thing I do remember is never feeling satisfied that I spent my time wisely. So my guess is that there's actually nothing but trash in this building, aside from a few places, which are up here and at the end. Now we'll try for the bandage, but I don't think I should obsess over getting it. Nope, I missed. Well, bye-bye bandage. You will not be missed, for you are never used. Oh. It's not really the best place to land. Mind if I take this? Cool. Really don't have anything to say to you guys. Hi. Beast guy's going to come out or not. If they're not, then I'm not really going to spend any time wondering about them. You guys are literally too annoying to kill at this point. Oh, you did come out. Yeah, it's like, I don't have a problem killing you if you're going to make yourself available. In fact, that was pretty nice of you. Anyway, let's circle around and go back up. And see if we can take care of Saw Spear Man. Yeah, I make no apologies for Jura. That guy's an asshole. Hunter fights in this game deserve to be cheesed. At the very least, if they didn't have unlimited ammo, I would feel a lot better about them, but... since they're a bunch of cheating bastards with OP firearms, I really don't have much sympathy for them. as entities in the game. This guy, at the very least, doesn't have an overpowered firearm, but he does have as many bullets as he wants to fire the damn thing. Normally I would cheese him just because Juro would be helping him. But since Juro's not here helping him right now, I may as well give him a sort of fair fight. Although I'm not going to do enough damage to make this worthwhile. Look how many hits this is going to take. And he's got blood vials, because of course he has blood vials. I think he's only got the one, but it's still going to be a mess. I mean, look at this nonsense. Ah! And now I'm in trouble. Oh, that fourth hit is going to cost me. And now I'm in a corner. Ah, damn it. What a bastard. Oh. Got me with the overswing. Nice. I managed it for a change. Where's the clap emote? That was the best. That cannot be scripted. Oh dear. That was the greatest. That was the greatest end to a hunter fight I've ever seen. Wow, I've probably seen better, but like, I can't remember one that good for a very long time. That was pretty special. I wonder if I can sneak up on this guy for... Oh, nope. No sneaking up on these guys. I should have my Molotovs out for this. This is going to be a pain. I can already tell. Let's head back towards the door first. Can I quickly pull them out? Yep, there we are. Good. Ah. Let's also pull out the antidotes. Just in case. You guys are supposed to be afraid of the light. But sometimes you just aren't. There's no great... Oh, that's bullcrap. What was that attack? That attack is like punching and not quite reaching, but then leaning slightly forward and hitting as if you'd just punched. It's like he literally extended his fingertips from his fully outstretched hand, but that had the impact of a punch. That's comedy martial arts material. I guess I got a few blood gems, but these are going to be outclassed almost immediately if I go into a chalice dungeon. Not that you want to spend too much time in a chalice dungeon this early, but some of them you can do, even at this early level, and at this early, well, literally early level, level 4. Not having luck with these first strikes. Normally with these beast enemies you get the first strike in and then the fight is pretty much over. You just push R1 until you win. But this is taking some time and I'm missing the first strike a lot. Oh wow, we got some charred hunter stuff. Isn't that grand? I have a funny feeling I'm going... So they just let me check something for a second. No, I suppose with the... With what's his name dead, I could have just walked down the stairs into the building. Normally I run past the gunfire and jump down the side of the building to get in. But now that I think about it, I didn't have to do that at all, did I? I normally bolt hunter mark out to avoid the gunfire on the way back as well. Oh, the things you learn when you do something different. Oh well, we're making good time. Picking up the points of interest. Not really dying too much on the way. I really could use some co-op sessions against the cleric beast though, just to build up my insight, so that I can buy all the armor sets that I'm gonna get in the insight store now. Because there'll be gas coins and there will be jurors. And they're both worth getting. Yeah, that torch is not going to help anymore. Time to suck it up and do some werewolf fighting. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. Why did I even try that? What am I doing? That's not how you fight these guys. You're gonna duck behind them, just hit them until they die. Don't try and do fancy things. Do fancy things there. But that's hitting them from the front, not from the sides. This guy could have used some practice in werewolf school. Yeah. And since these guys drop the blood shards themselves as loot, getting the blood shards from places like where the cleric beast was really isn't that impressive. We're going to be drowning in blood shards eventually. Long before we're going to feel short of them. Yeah, beast blood pellets might be useful at some point, because a defense penalty isn't really that impressive when you're going to die in one hit anyway, but an attack boost is useful. So, beasthood, thumbs up. Also, I got Jura's armor, so I've got that has really high beasthood, if I remember correctly. Probably the highest beasthood, except for maybe DLC armor. I think there might be one that has more beasthood potential. I want to say either the butcher armor or the bloodletter armor. Although I would have thought the bloodletter armor would be blood tinge rather than beasthood, simply because that's how the bloodletter itself works. But who knows? It is beast hide, the helmet at least. No, actually the rest of it was all beast hide too. It was the beast hide he'd taken off his victims. So I guess that would give you high beasthood in a sense. I'm just rambling. I have no idea. Well, I promised you some pretty crappy gameplay at the start of this challenge, but I'm doing pretty good. Better than I probably would have expected. Aside from that little death in a side area that I didn't even feel like following up on, we're actually doing fine. I should probably take all these blood echoes back to the store and get supplies. Yeah, I don't mind you staying there if it means I can fight this werewolf more or less unharassed. He's a pretty nasty werewolf. Come on, you're not that dumb. These guys really have no way of dealing with attacks from the side. Or the back, but, you know. The point is there are only really no frontal attacks. I'm surprised that the werewolves weren't even, like, programmed with, like, a back kick. The same way the boars are. That's really all they needed. Like, you could cut the player some slack and have the early werewolves not use it. But by the time you get to, say, the Ailing Lawrence dungeon, that was a weird combination of different games and concepts. But maybe it wasn't. Anyway, I want to say I combined Elaine Lawrence with Ailing Lawrence, but I guess they're actually really similar now that I think about it. The point is that by the time you get to the really high-level werewolves, their moveset isn't keeping up with their damage potential. The Ailing Lawrence dungeon has the werewolves in them, and by the time you get there, if you're playing normally and have like a respectable level and equipment, they're not hard enough. The Pimeru dungeons with their enemies, by comparison, are really hard. There's no need to summon you. I would normally go back and get like poison resistance armor and stuff, but to be honest, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we can take him, so to speak. I'm talking as if the Bloodstarved Beast is some sort of great adversary. He may have been once upon a time, he isn't now. And I can't even parry him, to be honest. I kind of get the theory, but I never really learnt it properly. Because you don't need to. You seriously do not need to parry this guy. His moveset is utterly full of openings once you get past the intimidation factor of it. I probably should have prepared some fire paper though, just to make this go a bit faster. Because he's probably going to be a bit spongy, given my relative lack of strength. I haven't upgraded my weapon or anything like that. And I haven't upgraded myself. So yeah, this is going to take a few hits more than it probably should. That attack is... Oh, that's weird, that doesn't normally hit me. Not like that, anyway. Like, yeah, see, that attack is so untracked that normally I just walk under it. And half the time I can hit him in the armpit and it won't even do anything to me. But it hit me for some reason just now. Oh. To tell you the truth, I'm tempting to use the axe in this one. Although the axe isn't upgraded at all, I think. So this might be very, not a good idea, but doesn't do that much less, does it? That's why I like the axe. Just for that move there. This guy's particularly vulnerable to it after using that particular move. Yeah, I'm kind of doing this badly. The other benefit of the axe, though, is you get a lot of health back when you do that. So, even if you occasionally take a hit, it's not such a big deal. Would be a bit bigger deal if he could actually hurt me enough to kill me in one hit, like some of the Chalice Dungeon versions would, but even they're not that such a big deal. Yep. Sticking too close to him is my problem. I should give him a slightly wider circle than what I'm doing. See? Got him in the armpit that time. If I had a decent weapon, this wouldn't be taking so long, but gotta work with what we have rather than what we want. I do hate it when they reset their animations like that. He had no business, like, turning around on the spot like that. It's just that his health happened to reach a break point and he went into a strange reset. One of those things I really hate on certain bosses in the Souls series. Certain enemies in the Souls series, I should say, not strictly just bosses. Particularly enemies that like go into a stagger, but when you hit them, they immediately come out of the stagger. There's a kind of anti-cheese measure that the developer put in, but you weren't really cheesing them, you just sort of were hitting them a lot when the opportunity came up. But they punish you for it. And they often start a really fast attack or a grab that you are unable to do anything about. It's probably taking a bit longer than it needs to, but nope. He finally got me in a good stagger. Surprised he hasn't grabbed at me yet. There he goes. Nope, doesn't work quite the same way as what I remembered. That's pretty nice. Yeah, well. When he goes into phase 3, I might just Molotov the crap out of him, because at that point I've had enough of him, basically. Let's actually visceral him a bit. There we are. Normally the axe does enough damage that I don't really care to do that. Yeah. If you do it quickly enough, you cancel his Poison Cloud attack as well. You can also do that with the axe, with the running R1, I think. It helps a little bit because sometimes you just don't want him to do the stupid Poison Cloud. He's troublesome enough without it. Yep. 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 All the same with you. Can you please go down? Thank you very much. Oh well, so much for Molotoving him to death. A few to cancel his attack, and then I got bored of it. Oh well. I didn't think the early part of this game would be that challenging, and it hasn't been. But we will get to that soon enough. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.